to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends. Syracuse will kick off and will be underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Notre Dame's offense will have the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Halfway there on first down and 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Grab behind the line. It's Williams. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The give is to Williams. Creates a little room. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Got a man. It's Barres. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion. Like both these squads, really, really good football teams in really good positions in their conference. But, Jesse, after today, there can only be one at one.
Yeah, the picture's going to change, no doubt about it. These two teams both, though, believe they're the best in conference play. Nobody's beat them yet, and they believe they're the man in the conference. So we're going to learn a lot. By the time this game is over, who is the best in conference play?
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Irish.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. So Syracuse's offense will take the field for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Syracuse will be forced to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Quarterback on the keep. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. The give is to Williams. There he goes. That's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down and 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds the tight end. Fights off the defender. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Fires into traffic and intercepted. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Here come the Irish back on offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Got a man in the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They'll run it from the gun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Boston College stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Chestnut Hill. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And And the defense jumps on it. They get the turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing, you've got guys swiping at it. You've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Man, what an opening quarter for this offense. They've got it again, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the 2nd quarter yet. And this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Give to the running back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's James. Open space at the 25. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Thomas. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's James. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Tight end finds a soft spot. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Pushes ahead. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. Sneak gets it done.
You don't oftentimes say you need to score a touchdown in the 1st quarter, but when you're losing 21-0 in the 1st, they had to score right there, and they did. Nice job by the offense, executing on the drive, punctuating it with a touchdown. Now their defense has got to finally wake up and get a stop.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So a drive there of 84 yards, and it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Pulls it, fired complete. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it from the gun. Makes it past the marker. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. He'll keep it himself. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the third down pass is incomplete. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And the try is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a three-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but left some points off the scoreboard there.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it just in the nick of time. Syracuse right back at it. Trying play action. Turns it over. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The offense in hurry-up mode.
And after that long completion for their first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
It's complete. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Richardson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The play action fake. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Larson. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut. And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity. Turning it on! He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. At the 45 on his way. Hits a seam wide open. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Orange. Some much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Houston is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Kansas State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Now the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Looks it in at the 40. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This feels like a pivotal moment. Get the ball back on the punt. You need to put points on the board on this drive.
Yeah, its sense of urgency right now has got to be high for this offense. Trailing the way they are here, David, they've got to be able to put something together, score some points, and build confidence.
Yeah, it's not panic time, but you do want to build that confidence and find something that you can do well to start to build on. I think this offense is starting to figure themselves out a little bit.
Quarterback will keep it. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Syracuse will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Flanagan. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The give is to Williams. Oh, he's got some space. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. Might as well give it to him again. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Going to the running game. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Quick completion to the right. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Second down, he'll throw it. Here's a heat. Catch in the middle. It's Perez. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. From the gun, running back on the move. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. He's got the tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. A first down run on the doorstep. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Back to pass. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Yeah, and it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. On the ground, it's James. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Wants to go up top. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. Put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact...
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on on target. He is having himself a day.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll run the screen. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Syracuse right back at it. Back to pass on 2nd down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's McFadden. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Ready to fire from the pistol. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Rides the back on the option, the give. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Punt is on its way. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's James. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this 2nd half. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Finds his tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Off the play fake. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Orange will have to punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Gilbert. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. Rides the back and leaves it. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. And here comes the punt team. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. From the gun, the ground game. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Off play action. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Handoff from the shotgun. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Syracuse will be forced to punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. On the option. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. The snap sets up to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. He stopped short of the sticks. They tried to pick it up with a screen, but they'll be facing a 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Gives it on the option. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
They'll go to the air. Grab near the sticks. It's McFadden. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Going to sling it on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Flips it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Syracuse will send out the punt team. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Larson. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. The give is to Williams. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. On third down, he drops to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Finds his big tight end. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown by the Irish.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. East Carolina is just getting blown off the field right now, and like them or hate them, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 34 to Ohio State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's Smith. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's McFadden. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Brings up second down.
Caught behind the line. It's Williams. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Looking to throw on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Williams.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They just keep firing. Got it in the middle. It's McFadden. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. They want to throw it. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win 1st and 2nd down, you set up 3rd and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The short hands, it's Williams. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. To the air, it's Reinbold. He'll take a shot. And he makes the grab, but they're signaling not a catch. He's out of bounds. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. At midfield, he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give is to Williams. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. Punt is on its way. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. Leaves it with the back. Found some space and crosses the 10 out to the 11. It's a pickup of 6. The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. To the air, it's Reinbold. Makes the grab. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Pass interference. Offense.
That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Oh, he's got a chance.
Returner is tackled down at the 30.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
He'll do it himself. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Irish send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to smack into the ground. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Back to pass, it's Reinbold. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Holding.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Wants to throw it. Under fire. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Reinbold. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there.
I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. On the option. He'll toss it. There he goes. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a 1st down for this offense.
Good enough for a 1st down.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The inside handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Motion from the wideout. They're going back to the ground.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.